speech, word classes, lexical categories, the same. They mean one thing. Can you understand? So you know, okay, the lexical categories. There are 9. Nouns, verbs, adjectives, adverbs, pronouns, prepositions, determiners, conjunctions, interjections. So these are the lexical categories. That means word categories, word classes. In addition to, okay, the words, there are phrases within the sentence. There are phrases. I will later explain what a phrase is. Now remember, okay, in a sentence, you find several phrases. Those phrases can also be divided or categorized based on their function. Okay, based on their function, the phrases can also be categorized. When they are categorized based on their function in a sentence, they are called phrasal categories. When the words are categorized based on their function, they are called lexical categories. When the phrases are categorized based on their roles in the sentence or the function within the sentence, they are called phrasal categories. Can you understand the topic now? A phrase is, okay, what is a phrase? Look at, have you taken a screenshot of this note? All right, look at here. Look, is it, what is this?
Determiner.
It's a word. Ne? Very, again a word. Beautiful, a word. Girl,
Word noun.
it's a, no, I am not categorizing them. I want to know whether, okay, what they are not sounds. Okay, is a word.
Yes.
Very is a word. Beautiful is a word. Girl is a word. They belong to different word classes, but these are the words. In a sentence, for example, okay, I is also a word. Met is also a word. I met is a word. Very is a word. Beautiful is a word. Now here, a very beautiful girl. Very beautiful girl. Okay, a very beautiful girl. Now tell me, look, I is one word. Met is one word. A very beautiful girl. So when you look at all these, you can see they are single words. But look at the next part. Very beautiful girl. Is this a single word? Is this a single word?
No.
No. This is not a single word. This is a group of words. This is a group of words. Isn't it? This is not a word. Okay, these are words. Okay, girl, I met, they are words. But a very beautiful girl is not a single word. It is a group of words. Since it is a group of words, it is called a phrase. Okay, it is called a phrase. A group of words. A phrase is a group of words. Can you understand?
Right.
Yes. Okay. And I met a very beautiful girl. We are analyzing this sentence. This is a sentence. Okay, this is a sentence. In the sentence, I is a word, met is a word, is a word, very is a word, beautiful is a word, girl is a word. These words belong to different classes, different categories. They are called lexical categories or word classes. For example, I is a pronoun, met is a verb, is a determiner, very is an adverb, beautiful is an adjective, girl is a noun. Look, these words belong to different word classes. They are single words. And we are analyzing this sentence. When the sentence is analyzed, we find, okay, another unit in the sentence, a beautiful girl. It is not a single word. It is a group of words. Since this is a group of words, this unit is called a phrase. Okay? And, okay, first, a phrase is a group of words. Okay. Now phrase. A phrase is a group of words. That's one thing. There are more. We have some. We should discuss it in detail. A very beautiful is a group of words, so it's a phrase. And the other thing is, look at this. Everyone, please carefully look at this. A group of a very beautiful girl. A very beautiful girl. Everyone, please carefully look at this phrase and tell me whether this phrase consists of both the subject and the predicate. Subject and a finite verb at least. Is there a subject here in the phrase? Is there a subject?
No.
Is there a predicate? Do you find the subject verb agreement there? උක්ත ආඛ්‍යාත සම්බන්ධයක් ඒකේ තේනවද?
No.
Do you find the subject verb agreement there?
No.
No. That means a phrase is a group of words and it does not contain, okay, both a subject and a predicate. Understand? I am going step by step so that you can understand what a phrase is. Now you know two things. One is a phrase is a group of words. The second thing is a phrase does not contain both a subject and a predicate. Can you understand? And the third point is a very beautiful girl. Can you understand the meaning of this phrase? Can you understand the meaning?
Yes.
Hurry up.
Yes.
A very beautiful girl. Ita lassana, ita sundara ganu lamayek.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
It has a meaning. Ne? It is meaningful. It is meaningful. Okay? It is meaningful. But tell me what? एक मिनट के लिए. Okay. It is the phrase is meaningful. My question is, before I ask the question, again everyone look at the sentence. I met a very beautiful girl. I met a very beautiful girl. Tell me whether this sentence expresses a complete idea. Does the sentence express a complete thought?
Yes.
Madam.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Yes, it does. It expresses a complete idea. Now, my question is, a very beautiful girl. This part, this unit, this phrase is meaningful. But does it express a complete idea?
No. Okay.
No.
No. A very beautiful girl. Ita sundara gahanu lamayek. But something is missing because we don't know what we are going to talk about this girl. The other information is missing. Therefore, this is a phrase. You can understand the meaning, but the thing is, the phrase cannot express, okay? It cannot express a complete idea, okay? As a single unit, okay? As a single unit, it cannot express a complete idea. Okay? Get complete idea. What can we do? To get a complete idea, what can we do? It should be used in a sentence. Yes or no? Now see, it is used in the sentence. I met a very beautiful girl. Now see, overall the entire sentence expresses a complete idea. But the phrase alone, okay, I will type that one also. The phrase alone cannot express a complete idea. Okay, to get a complete idea, it should be used in a sentence. That means a phrase is a part of a sentence. Yes, it's a part of a sentence. Understand? Though it is a part of a sentence, you know, okay? It's a part of a sentence. It's a single unit, okay? As a single unit, a phrase, okay? It's a single unit phrase, forms a particular function in the sentence. Okay? Though it is a part of a sentence, a phrase can also perform a particular function within the sentence. You should remember these points. Now see, what is a phrase? A phrase is a group of words that does not contain both a subject and a predicate. And a phrase is meaningful, but it alone, okay, it alone cannot express a complete idea because it is just a part of a sentence. It's a part of a sentence. But a phrase also performs a particular function within the sentence. Can you understand what I explained so far?
Okay.
Is everything very clear?
Yes, madam.
Yes, madam.
Yes. All right. Now look at these examples. There's another sentence. Look, the tiny woman went to the store. The is a word. It is a determiner. Tiny is a word. It is an adjective. Woman is a word. It's a noun. Went is a word. It is a verb. To is a word. It's a preposition. The is a word. It's a determiner. Store is a word. It's a noun. You can identify the lexical categories in the sentence. In addition to the lexical categories, we can identify the phrasal categories too. So the sentence contains four phrases. Four phrases. Look, the first one is the yellow color part. The tiny woman. The tiny woman is one phrase. Went to the store is the second phrase. To the store is the third one. The store is the fourth one. How many phrases are there in one sentence, in this sentence? There are four phrases. So you will find more than one phrase in a particular sentence. Okay, sometimes more than, okay, here in my example, there are four. In some cases, you find, okay, around, let's say, okay, we can't say the number exactly, okay, there are so many. We can use many phrases in one sentence, okay? And here there are more examples. This sentence also contain many phrases, but I have highlighted, I have underlined only one phrase. Is being renovated is also a phrase. Okay, but out of all the phrases, I have underlined only one phrase. Okay, the old library has been working extremely difficult, very clearly under the table. underlined units, underlined parts are the phrases in the sentences. Now, before we go to the next part of the lesson, tell me whether everything I discuss is very clear or not.
Yeah, madam.
There are 50 students here, but only one student can confirm. Ne?
Clear, clear, madam.
I don't know what others are doing.
Clear, madam.
Clear, madam.
Because as a teacher, we expect that from you, okay? We need your response. Otherwise, we don't know. We always think that you cannot understand what we teach. We repeat. We explain the points again and again, and then what happens? Time wasting. This is your time. Okay, let's move on. I explained all these things. You can just take a screenshot. Next part. Look at these examples. The tall boy. Let's take a screenshot because I want to maximize. Okay. Now, everyone, please look at these examples. Tall boy. This is a phrase because it contains a few words. A group of words can be seen. The tall boy, a group of words, no subject, no predicate, cannot stand to give a complete idea. So this is a phrase. Now, my point is, in each and every phrase we use, there is one central word. In other words, a phrase is formed, okay? A phrase is always headed by a particular word. Phrase is headed by a particular word. Or it is called a central word. That means there is one main word in the phrase, and that is the central word of the phrase. In grammar, the term we use is the head or the head word. In each phrase, you should be able to identify the head word. And all the other words are organized around that head word. Okay, can you understand? In a phrase, there are, okay, a few words. It's a group of words. Within the group, okay, there is a central word. That word is called the head word because all the other words are organized around that particular word. ඕනෑම phrase එකක head word එකක් තියෙනවා. head word එක වටා තමයි අනිත් වචන organize වෙන්නේ. Can you understand? For example, look, the tall boy. The tall boy. The is a determiner. Tell me whether the determiner the can stand alone. Can you use the determiner the alone?
Can't.
Can't. It should be used before a It should be used before a
Noun.
noun. Therefore, if this is a dependent word, can this be the head word there? මේකට තනිව ඉන්න බැරි නම් tell me whether okay this can be the head word in the phrase. A determiner cannot stand alone. A determiner cannot be used alone. It is always used before a noun. That means this cannot stand alone. This is dependent. මේකට තනියම ඉන්න බැරි නම් මේක හැම වෙලේම එල්ලෙන්නේ noun එකක. If it functions like that, okay, tell me whether this can be the head word in the phrase?
No.
No.
මෙවැනි වචනයක් head word එකක් වෙන්න පුළුවන්ද?
No.
No. Okay, so the cannot be the head word in the phrase. The next word, all. What is this?
Adjective.
It is an adjective.
Adjective.
According to the place where, okay, the adjective is used, tell me whether this adjective stands alone there or it is used before the noun.
Put before.
Before the noun.
Before the noun. That means there is a determiner, there is an adjective. Both words are used before the noun. Without this noun, you cannot, okay, use these two words alone. the tall කියලා නිකන් ඉන්න පුළුවන්ද? Can you use the tall alone?
No.
No. That should be used before a noun. Therefore, what should be the head word in the phrase?
Boy.
Boy. Boy is the head word in the phrase. Okay. What is the word class of the head word?
Noun.
Noun.
Noun. Now see, my point is, you identified the head word in the phrase. It is boy. Boy is a noun. Okay, if you can identify the word class of the head word, it determines the type of the phrase. Boy is a noun. Then what type of phrase is this?
Noun phrase.
Very good. What type of phrase is this? This is a noun phrase because the head word is a noun. So the type of the phrase is determined by the word class of the head word. Can you understand? Is it clear?
Yes,
The
madam.
first thing is you should be able to identify the head word. And then carefully think about the word class of the head word. If you can identify the word class of the head word, it determines the type of the phrase. If this is a noun, it is if the head word is a noun, it is a complete by a noun phrase.
Noun
If the
phrase.
head word is a verb,
Verb phrase.
it's a verb phrase. If the head word is an adjective, if the head word is an adjective,
Adjective phrase.
it is an adjective phrase. If the head word is an adverb,
Adverb. Adverbial
an
phrase.
adverb phrase. If the head word is a preposition,
It is a prepositional phrase.
prepositional phrase. Understand? So in English, there are 5 phrasal categories. There are 5 phrasal categories. Now you know what they are. Boy is a noun. It's a noun phrase. Working is the main verb. So this is the head word is a verb. It's a verb phrase. Happy is an adjective. It is the head word. It is an adjective phrase. Slowly is an adverb. It is the head word. It is an adjective adverb phrase. In the garden, in is the head word. I will talk about them in detail. Okay, don't worry. In the garden, in is the preposition. It is the head word. So it is a prepositional phrase. Okay. Like in that way, you can identify 5 main types of phrasal categories in English. Okay. And the next thing is, all right, look at the head words again. Boy, working, happy, slowly. You can see the head word at the end of these example phrases. Example phrases. I'm not talking about the phrases in general. In my example phrases, you find the head word at the end. Before the head word, you can see the tall has been very quiet. Look, there is a determiner, adjective, helping verbs, adverb, adverb. Different types of words are used before the head word. When you use the optional elements before the head word, they are called modifiers. Modifiers. Can you remember the word? Modifiers. The tall, they are modifiers. Has been, they are modifiers. Very, modifiers. Quiet, modifiers. Okay? And sometimes, look at here, sometimes those elements are used after the head word. For example, in, it is the head word. After the head word, you can find the garden there. I will show you more. Look, basket of fresh fruits. The sound of rain. Look at the red color parts. Basket and sound are the head words, and the other optional components, optional elements come after the head word. Can you understand what I'm saying?
Yes, ma'am.
That means you may use optional elements before the head word and after the head word. When they are used before the head word, they are called modifiers. When the elements are used after the head word, they are called qualifiers. Can you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
For example, if I say, look at here, the tall boy in the class. Okay, look at here. The tall boy in the class. The tall boy, what is this? What is this called?
Modifiers.
Modifiers.
Modifier.
In the class,
Qualifier.
qualifiers. Qualifiers. Therefore, okay, we do not always find the head word at the beginning or at the end. It depends on the phrase. It depends on the, okay, it varies. Anyway, before the head word, you may find some elements, they are modifiers. After the head word, you may find some optional elements. They are qualifiers. That is also possible. Can you understand?
Yes, madam.
Yes, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right. Now I introduce, okay, now so far I have introduced the head word of the phrase. And I introduced the modifiers and the qualifiers. I introduced 5 types of phrasal categories in English. And at the beginning, I clearly defined what a phrase is. Now you know so many things. The next part is, now I am going to discuss each type one by one. Before that, give me 1 second. Okay, now, are you there? Are you listening to me?
Sir.
Before I go to this
Yes,
part,
madam.
tell me whether you have any doubts. Nothing?
No, madam.
No. Okay. So these are the 5 main types of phrasal categories in English. Noun phrases, verb phrases, adjective phrases, adverb phrases, prepositional phrases. I think I needn't explain them now. You can easily understand what a noun phrase is. Anyway, we'll discuss them one by one. Look at here. Noun phrase. A noun phrase is a group of words. A phrase is a group of words. A noun phrase is also a group of words, okay, headed by a noun. The head word should be a noun. If the head word is a noun in the phrase, it is called a noun phrase. For example, the tall building. Building is the head word. It's a noun. My favorite teacher. My and favorite, these are modifiers. They are used to describe the teacher. They become modifiers. Teacher is the head word. It is a noun. So my favorite teacher is again a noun phrase. A basket of fresh fruits. Is a modifier of fresh fruits that you can find in the basket. We are talking about the basket. We are not talking about the fruits there. The main word, the head word is basket. The basket of fresh fruits. Okay? Palaturu kudaya. Now just think, palaturu kudaya. Fruits is also a noun. Basket is also a noun. But carefully think, palaturu kudayak. Are we talking about fruits or are we talking about the basket?
Basket.
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 And let's take another example. A glass of water. What is the head word?
Glass.
Water.
Glass.
Water?
Water.
Glass.
Glass.
A glass of water. Vatura viduruak. Are you okay? Okay, you have to carefully think. Carefully, okay? Understand this. A glass, water. It's a measurement, but okay. There are two nouns, glass and water, but which noun is the head word? Okay. That is the glass, not water. Water is what you can find in the glass. Okay. Therefore, look at the examples. Building, teacher, basket, sound, pair. These are the head words. These are nouns. So they are noun phrases. You can find both modifiers and qualifiers there. The blue color parts are modifiers. The red color parts are qualifiers. And what is the function of a noun phrase? You should know the function because, okay, at the beginning I told you, okay, they perform a particular function. Now, what is the function of a noun phrase? If you cannot understand, I will type something like, look, my favorite teacher is leaving the school. Instead of my favorite teacher, this is the phrase name. Just use Nilani is leaving the school. Now everybody look at this sentence. Nilani. Instead of my favorite teacher, I used one word, Nilani. My favorite teacher, what is that? It's a noun phrase. Nilani, what is that?
Noun.
It's a noun. Now see, in the first sentence, there is a noun phrase. In the second sentence, there's a noun. In the first sentence, the noun phrase, what is that in the sentence? What part of, what is the, what element is it?
Subject.
It is the subject, the sentence. And now see, in the first sentence, the noun phrase is used as the subject of the sentence. In the second sentence, the noun, what is that element?
Also subject.
It is also, okay, the subject. Now see, same role, same function. The noun, you know the function of a noun. I described, I taught you it, okay, in the first lesson. A noun can function as the subject of a sentence, as the object of a sentence, and the complement of the sentence. Similarly, noun phrase can also, okay, form the same function. The noun phrase can also be used as the subject, object, and the complement of the sentence. My favorite teacher, it's the subject. It's a noun phrase. Nilani is a noun. Look, both the noun and the noun phrase perform the same action, same function. Can you understand?
Yes, madam.
Then what is the function of a noun phrase? A noun phrase can, okay, a noun phrase functions as a noun and it can be used as the subject, object, and the complement of a sentence. Is it very clear?
Yes, yeah. Yes,
Yeah.
madam.
Second one is verb phrase. Verb phrases can easily be understood because, okay, look at the a verb phrase is also a group of words and it is headed by A main verb. You know, when we talk about the verbs, we identify helping verbs and main verbs. Helping verbs cannot do anything alone. They are used to support the main verbs. They are used to help the main verbs. They can do nothing. Okay? So they are always followed by a main verb. කවදාකවත් helping verbs වල තනියම කරන්න පුළුවන් දෙයක් නෑ. ඒවා හැම වෙලේම main verb එකක් එක්ක තමයි එල්ලලා ඉන්නේ. So that's why they are called helping verbs. You know, helper, just to help someone. The helping verbs cannot be the head words. Only the main verb becomes the head word of the phrase. Therefore, a verb phrase is a group of words headed by a main verb. For example, look, is reading, have been waiting, will call, has fallen, have studied. Okay, should also be there. Okay, should have studied. Subhani, your microphone is on and I can hear the sound of your fan. Am I correct, Subhani? Subhani, am I correct? I cannot see you. Okay, I can see only the profile pic. I can see only Arvindan because he is always keeping his video on. I like it. Okay. When I explain the lesson, okay, when your video is on, actually it's a good thing for me. Not because of you, because you have started your video. I like that. I mean, no, but when you are not talking, when you keep the mic videos off, we don't know what you are doing. But see, but I can understand. Okay. Subhani, okay, I heard the noise.
I am at work, madam.
Huh?
I am at work, madam.
Where?
I am working at Dahanamana Suasari 1190.
Okay, okay. While you are working, learning English. Good. A call පැටලලා වෙන මෙහාට අයිය. Okay. All right. Good. Let's now see, is reading is the helping verb. Have been waiting, have and been are the helping verbs. Will call, will is the helping verb. Has fallen, has is the helping verb. Should have studied, should and have are the helping verbs. And all these helping verbs are followed by one main verb. Reading, waiting, call, fallen, studied. Therefore, they are the head words. They are the head words. They are the main verbs. Therefore, these are verb phrases. Understand? And what is the function of a verb phrase? Okay, look at the last sentence. He should have studied harder. He studies harder. Oh, he studied harder. Now see, you find a single word there. What is studies in the sentence? Is it a phrase or a word?
Word.
Studies is a word. A lexical category, it's a verb. The first sentence here should have studied is a phrase. It's a verb phrase. Now look at the function. What is all right. He should have studied harder. 3 verbs together. Okay. Describe an action. Should have studied. There are 3 verbs. It's a phrase. It's a verb phrase. This verb phrase describes a particular action. Okay. In the second sentence, a single word, studies, also describes an action. Now see, a verb describes an action or a state of being. A verb phrase also does the same action, the same function. What a verb can do in a particular sentence can be done by a verb phrase. All right? Can you understand? It's like this, okay? Let's say, okay, Samantika, you are going to make a presentation. You are preparing for the presentation, you are preparing the slides, and you are getting ready for the presentation, and you are making the presentation at the moment. You are a single person, one person. As a one person, you are making a presentation, let's say, about environmental pollution. You are talking about different types of pollutions. Noise pollution, land pollution, water pollution, sound pollution, everything. Okay, you are one person, you are making the presentation. And Subhani, Madhusha, Arvantan, and Metta Gimhani, 5 members together, okay, are making the same presentation. They are also making a presentation on environmental pollution. Subhani is talking about water pollution. Madhushi is talking about sound pollution. Arvantang is talking about water pollution. And they are talking about different things, but the same topic. But look, Samantika is making a presentation on the environment pollution. And the other 5, another 5 are also making a presentation. It's a group presentation. And there's an individual presentation and a group presentation. But look at the function there. They are both, Samantika and the group, are doing the same action. Samantika is also expressing, okay, the common information, common details about pollution. And the group is also, group members are talking about the same facts. Okay, the only difference is Samantika is an individual person, and the others are a group. Similarly, can you understand this theory? Can you understand this logic? Similarly, a single verb can describe an action or a state of being. A group of verbs can also do the same action. That means both a verb or a verb phrase, okay, describe an action or a state of being, or an occurrence too. Understand? Is it clear?
Yes, madam.
Next one is an adjective phrase. An adjective phrase is also a group of words headed by an adjective. Okay, it is headed by an adjective. You cannot see the other example. So, look. An adjective phrase is a phrase or a group of words that is headed by an adjective. The head word is an adjective. Look at the examples. The big fat cow belongs to the brigade. Big fat, very young, small, round, red, black and white, checkered, lily-livered, extremely beautiful, bright yellow. Look at the underlined parts. These are phrases. In the phrases, there's one head word. Fat, young, red, checkered, lily-livered, beautiful, yellow. The yellow color words are the head words. Head words. Okay? And others, or you find another adjective too. But look, for example, look, big fat. Big fat cow. There are two adjectives. When you find two, okay, this is the immediate one. The immediate is just before the noun. This is considered head word. But in the second, it's different. Very young. Very is not adjective. It is an adverb. It is an adverb of degree. A very young artist. Very is an adverb. Young is the adjective. This adverb is used to describe the adjective. So adjective is the head word. Understand? Bright yellow, extremely beautiful. Look, extremely beautiful. Extremely is an adverb. It is used to describe the adjective beautiful. So beautiful is the head word. It is an adjective. Therefore, this is an adjective phrase. You can just simply, okay, there may be so many adjectives, so adverb plus adjectives. But if the head word is an adjective, it is called an adjective phrase. And what is the function of okay? What is the function of an adjective? At here, he wore a bright yellow. He wore a bright yellow dress to the party. But instead of saying that, I say, he wore a nice dress to the party. Look at the first one, a bright yellow dress. Sorry, bright yellow, what is this? This is an adjective phrase. And this adjective phrase describes the noun dress. In the second sentence, nice is also an adjective. It is an adjective and it also describes the noun dress. Now see, the adjective describes the noun. The adjective phrase also describes the noun. So what is the function of an adjective phrase?
Addition
An adjective phrase, an adjective or an adjective phrase describes a noun, modifies a noun, gives more information about the noun. Understand? Like Samantika's and other groups' presentation. Samantika is the adjective. The group members, they are the adjective phrase, but they do the same function. They perform the same function. They perform the same action there. Understand?
Yes.
Yes, madam.
The next one is adverb phrase. An adverb phrase is a group of words headed by an adverb. The head word is an adverb. Look at the examples. Very quickly, quite early. he concluded on the case too hastily. She arrived a little bit late, extremely well, too quickly. Look at the first one. He learns very quickly. Very is an adverb. Quick is also an adverb. Quiet is an adverb. Early is an adverb. Who is an adverb. Hastily is an adverb. Extremely is an adverb. Well is an adverb. Who is an adverb. Quickly is an adverb. Except this, I talk about others. Now see, you can identify two adverbs together. But I have taught you the function of an adverb. An adverb can describe a verb. An adverb can describe an adjective. An adverb can describe another adverb. An adverb can describe an entire sentence. According to the examples, very quickly. Very is one adverb. Quickly is another adverb. The adverb very describes the adverb quickly. The point is, an adverb can describe another adverb. So which adverb is described? Which adverb is described? That is quickly. Very describes the adverb quickly. And this adverb stand alone. Have you ever seen this adverb alone? No, this is an adverb of degree. They cannot be used alone. They are used before an adjective or an adverb. Okay? Therefore, very quickly, very is an adverb. It describes another adverb there. Therefore, quickly is the head word. It is an adverb. So this is called an adverb phrase. Can you understand? Yes?
Yes, madam. Yes,
What is the
madam.
function there? What is the function there? The adverb describes another
Another adverb.
verb. Adverb describes another adverb there. And together, very quickly together, describes the verb. Understand? Very describes, very is an adverb. This adverb describes another adverb. One function. And together, very quickly, describes the verb, the sentence. Now, without very, quickly performs the same function. Quickly also describes the verb. Very quickly also describes the verb. Very quickly is an adverb phrase. The adverb phrase describes the action the verb learns in the sentence. It's a phrase. But in the second sentence, there is only one adverb, that is quickly. It also describes the same verb. That means both an adverb or an adverb phrase can describe a verb, an adjective, another adverb, or an entire sentence. Can you understand? Yes. The last one is prepositional phrase. But the lesson is not over. Next week, I must talk about this. All right? I'm not going to discuss prepositional phrase at the moment because it takes some time to describe the prepositional phrases and the use of them. Therefore, next week I will discuss the prepositional phrases and their function, because their function is completely different. So far we have discussed what a phrase is, how a phrase is identified, how the head word is identified, how to determine the phrase category, and identify different types of phrasal categories. And you identified noun phrases, and you know what a noun phrase is and the function. You know what a verb phrase and its function. You know what an adjective phrase and its function. And finally, you learn what an adverb phrase and its function. Any doubts so far? Any questions so far? Nothing is clear.
Yeah.
Yeah, ma'am. Yes, madam.
Yes? Okay. All right then. Thank you very much and see you next week. Goodbye and good night.
Thank you,
Madam, good night.
You are mostly welcome.